I am so fucking pissed off right now. When it comes to people that claim to be devoted Christians, people who claim the moral high ground and try to preach a bunch of bullshit to you, turn out to be fucking hypocrites. Hello everyone. Once again, this is Dare to Speak. I don't know where to start. But there is this guy, he's a black guy, who lives down the hall from my apartment building. Now I can't say this person's name, or I've talked to him already, and I even asked him to give me his opinion about a certain subject. And it's about whether it's justifiable to take someone's life. And, you know, if you like defended yourself, if someone tried to harm you in any way, and you defended yourself and you knocked him out, and he's out cold, do you have the right to take his life even though he's no longer a threat? And we never got around to the interview, but that's a whole different thing. Lately, for the past couple of months, I never really paid any mind to it until I found out about a week ago. This guy, who's a serious devoted Christian, and he's became a speaker for the congregation that he was in. I forgot what church he belongs to, but he's like part of this congregation, and he's like a devoted, speaker, guest speaker or whatever. But the point is, he claims to be a devoted Christian. Now, this man is in his 50s. In his mid 50s or so, and he would tell me about how to stay out of trouble and to go straight, and not to that it's wrong to be an atheist or agnostic. You have to be more righteous and stuff like that. But for the past couple of months, like I said before, and I didn't pay that much mind to it at first because I thought. I didn't think nothing of it. But there was these women that came to visit him. And there was this one white woman. She was about maybe 29, 30, 31. Very attractive. Very attractive. And I could just tell that she's from the suburbs, for the way she dresses and her behavior and stuff like that. A suburban woman. You could just tell. I could just tell. And she says, I'm looking for Sherman. I don't know which door he's in, yeah, he's over there, and it's the last door on this side right here. Just follow that. And she says, oh, okay. And she walked very quickly to his door. She knocked on his door. He answered and said, hi, hello, hi. I'm here now. Okay, and so he invited her in. I thought that she was just some lady that was a friend of his that came or whatever, or maybe one of those case workers or something. That's how she looked like to me. But she wasn't carrying no briefcase or anything like that, so just regular her and her purse. Again, I didn't pay any mind to it. And then I found out that she was doing that a couple of more times. And then another white woman, very attractive, around the same age, maybe a little younger. They came to see him in the same fashion. She was looking for him, asked for him by name, and I was like, he's down the hall. Just go there. He's over to the right. He's the last door or whatever, and then he's in the last door on the right. Okay, thank you. And I was like, okay, it's kind of strange. And then I found out last week, after this was going on for a couple of months, maybe like 4 or 5 times it happened already, within 2 or 3 months. I went to go visit a friend of mine who lives in the same building, and he said, one guy that I can't stand, because I was just talking to him, having a beer, watching the game, and I'm like, no, who can't you stand? I can't stand Sherman. I hate that motherfucker. The fucking two-faced hypocrite motherfucker. And I'm like, okay, what did he do? And it's just, he's fucking banging these fucking white women that come to visit him. And I'm like, okay, I didn't know that. I thought they were friends of. No, they're not fucking friends of his. They're fucking prostitutes. What? Yeah, they're fucking prostitutes. Those fucking. Oh my fucking god! And he's doing it with that motherfucker. And he can't stand them because of how hypocritical that guy is, and he's talking about, the Lord this and Jesus that, and and whatever kind of stuff, and he's soliciting, he's paying money to have sex with these women. And he said that don't you know he got into an argument with I'm not gonna mention this guy's name. He got an argument with this one guy who lives down the hall, because his cousin, who was a white female, who was about in her early 20s, he was checking her out, and he was trying to ask her if she has a boyfriend, and she got very uncomfortable, and then the uncle of that young lady who lives in this building got into a heated argument. And I thought it was kind of unrelated kind of thing, but in a sense, but he actually was trying to hook up with this girl. He actually a couple of times asked. I had a caregiver, not the one that I have now, but the one that I had before. She was an Hispanic woman, but she was a very European looking. She could pass for white. He thought she was white, and said, no, she's I think she's Puerto Rican or Mexican. I don't know, but she's Argentina or whatever like that. I said, Dad, she's fine. Okay, but she has a boyfriend though. I said, oh. And then he started asking information about her, and I'm like, dude, she has a boyfriend. And then she didn't come by anymore because they switched her for someone else who needed more medical attention or whatever like that. Someone who was more disabled, like the elderly. So they switched it, and now I got this other woman who's Puerto Rican. She's also attractive, but I also had to pretty much look out for her because of this guy. And here I am being labeled as a fucking weirdo, and women are saying that they feel uncomfortable around me, and yet this guy is getting away with having fucking prostitutes coming to visit. Sorry, it just turned off on me. I don't know what happened. He's talking about how much of a devoted Christian he is, and then he does this shit. He's extremely attractive to white women. And this black guy, I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to say whatever, or I'm not going to do that. But he tries to hook up with them, and then he actually goes as far as to have connections with white women that are prostitutes that come over to this is so, a lot of these fucking so-called self-righteous Christian people are so fucking full of shit. They are so fucking full of shit. It pisses me off. And I know they're full of shit to begin with, but I just hate it when they fucking claim to be so fucking righteous, and then they do fucking something like this, and they try to cover it up, or they try to, like, I don't do stuff like that. And yet he's talking about how beautiful so and so is, and this and that, and he got into a heated argument with some guy because he tried to make a pass at his I don't know if it was I'm not really sure if it was a relative or maybe a friend of this guy. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It could have been either a niece or maybe just a friend, or I don't know. But the point is, he got into a heated argument with him, and he started cussing like crazy, and they were both cussing each other out. And I was afraid they're going to be throwing punches at each other because they're both. One guy is disabled. That guy is disabled. The one who's protecting the girl, and this guy, the black guy, and I think I already fucked up. But I already mentioned this guy's name. His name is Sherman, and and even though I said I wasn't going to mention his name, but that's his name. Sorry. But the thing is, I'm lost. I'm losing, and I don't know. It's just so fucking. It just fucking. It baffles me. I just can't. I just can't stand it when people are so fucking fake. They're so fucking fake. And then first it was this black lady who was accusing me of stalking her, and I never did. And for those of you who want to see the video on it, it's called "Crazy Black Woman That I Had to Report." It's the very first one. If you look under the title, "Crazy Woman That I Had to Report," and then you'll see the video on it and how she's accusing me of all this kind of bullshit. It's been posted for some time now, and I just want to know what your opinion is on all this, because people like that are just, and this, I don't know, it just fucking pisses me off. And I noticed that a lot of these so-called self-righteous fucking Christians, and they're like Christian fundamentalists with all their hallelujah, praise the Lord bullshit, and they're hypocrites. They lust after people, and this guy was lusting after white women, and he actually managed to get a couple of white women that are suburban that are actually prostitutes. Maybe they do that on the side and they have a regular day job. But the point is, I didn't even know that. I did not even know that. And then I was talking to my brother about it, and he says, "Do you think that?" Because these girls are very attractive, and this guy Sherman, he's an ugly motherfucker. I mean, he's fucking ugly. And he says, "Dude, they are fucking prostitutes. Come on, look, I've seen this guy. What beautiful white woman is going to be fucking attracted to him if they're not getting paid?" And I thought about it, and I'm like, oh my fucking God. I hate these motherfuckers, really. They put me down for being an atheist, for not believing in God, for favoring science. And then they make up shit about me, and then they got their own skeletons in their closet. Oh, but they're fucking a pastor of a church. Oh, they're devoted Christians. Oh, they got the Bible and they read the Bible every day. Fuck you, okay? Fuck you. You fucking hypocrites. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Questions or comments, you know what to do. And this is Dare to Speak. And to all of you, take care. I'm just fucking pissed.